Hi everyone, hope you're well. Today is Wednesday the 6th of November 2013 and I've had a semi-productive day, I guess. One thing I left from yesterday was talking about strategy versus production value, so I'll talk about that in a minute. I've just kind of been tidying my desktop on my computer a bit, which is actually an important task because it keeps everything a bit more focused. It's what I look at every day. And what else? Oh yeah, I've been thinking about starting a Minecraft LP that I've been talking about last week or so, which I might go ahead and try shooting it again today, especially if I can get hold of a friend or two to film with me. So I'll do that after this. And I'm thinking strongly about the need to really focus on YouTube, at least until the end of the year. Might remember various goals I had earlier on, which was like 100k before the end of the year, which was like a really crazy goal, and I knew it was a really crazy goal. And the result of that is it prompted me to do all of that format, research for YouTube, which I'm now going to be using. And I was looking at that stuff and applying it to how it applies to an LP. And a lot of it doesn't, as I've covered before. Like, LPs aren't actually the best format ever, but it kind of ticks half the boxes. And so ultimately, if I can make it fun and not take up too much time, then it should be fine, because it'll just be fun to do, and I'll just throw it up and I can do as much as I can to get good results out of it. Plus, I've been thinking of various ideas of making it more exciting and interesting, but it might sneak into taking up too much time. So I'll experiment and see. And just as long as I'm doing something, it'll just get me back into the rhythm again a bit more. These vlogs are good, but I'm purposely keeping them low effort as well. So these vlogs are a daily video. So if I have another daily video, and I'll have to adapt my life to actually getting more physical work done now that I've finished all my researching stuff. It's kind of a different feeling. It's a different kind of energy that I need to muster. So one thing I was also going to quickly cover was the idea of strategy versus production value, and how a lot of my research has ended up being about strategy and some of it's about production value. But studying some channels is interesting how production value isn't actually necessary to be successful. And you see a lot of people doing big fancy intros and outros and stuff in the gaming community, especially because I think it's essentially with LPers, say, lots of people are playing exactly the same game. Minecraft isn't the best example because there is lots of different things you can do, and that's why it's so great. But when you're looking at other mainstream games that LPers, so at the moment it would be like GTA 5 maybe, although again it's very sandbox, but maybe horror games, let's say horror games where it is a linear plot usually, and so you're just watching it for the reactions and stuff. There's a lot of emphasis on, I have flashy intros and outros and stuff. That's how they're able to take pride in their work, because everyone's essentially uploading the same content just with their personal reaction. And so to stand out, you need production value. But if you're kind of doing more original kind of things, like my quiz idea and stuff, there's a sense of, I need it to be super high production value. There's a siren in the background. I think there's a sense that people think you need to look professional for people to subscribe to you. And actually looking at a lot of the vlogging scene, is kind of not necessarily true. In fact, I almost wonder if in some cases if it's actually the opposite, where if a channel gives the vibe of being just a bunch of people having fun, and you as a viewer can kind of feel part of that, and they can kind of feel like virtual friends or whatever, and it's kind of very down to earth and real, then that can sometimes have a very positive effect. So I'm not saying purposely have bad production value, but generally I see a lot of channels with very simple content that do extremely well, and a lot of that is actually because of their behind the scenes strategy. and with a lot of stuff I've been exploring with like collaborating and how you collaborate, and social media, and all of that business, and keeping your content entertaining rather than just making a lot of it, and lots of different things. So it's kind of all covered in my thing I've been writing and starting to use now, which I might share. I'm kind of in two minds. Partly starting to feel selfish now I've spent so much work on it. Part of me wants to keep it to myself, but I think the more logical reason as well is quite a lot of it is personal to me. So to kind of give it out saying, oh, this is good advice for everyone, it doesn't necessarily 100% fit everyone, because it's more me working out what I want to do and how I want to work, and the best option out of multiple good options for me, where I've kind of deleted other good options that are out there aren't in the list because I didn't want to do them, kind of thing, or it wasn't suitable for me personally. Anyway, I need to stop this vlog here because it's getting a bit long. Basically, the bottom line is, I think, is that it's, don't worry too much about production quality if you're starting out. Concentrate on making good content, and concentrate on like working out how you can engage your audience, and use social media and get your audience involved, rather than just trying to look like a professional TV program or something. So anyway, that's all I've got to say today. I hope you're well, and I will see you tomorrow.